Consul General Maeda previously served as a deputy head of mission at Embassy of Japan in Switzerland from August 2019 to October 2020. Prior to that, he served as Chamberlain to His Majesty the Emperor of Japan, Imperial Household Agency in Japan. He started his diplomatic career at Japan Ministry of Foreign Affairs upon his graduation of Law Faculty, University of Tokyo in 1990. Consul General Maeda also studied in Oxford University. Consul General Maeda, welcome to Atlanta.
Thank you very much.
Yes. What is your first impression of Georgia?
Well, this is my first assignment in the United States, so everything is new to me. But what's impressed me was well, the size of the everything in the United States, because you know that the food, the plate is very huge, building is large and high, and the road cars also are very huge. I was told that actually my wife was worried about driving a car in the United States because a lot of people speeds very fast. And then one of her friends told her that it's okay, don't worry about that, because the car is very huge, but the road is also huge, wide, so you don't have to worry about the accident at all. So that kind of thing. And well, also I am very much impressed by the hospitality of the people.
Yeah.
I've heard, when I came here, I've heard about the so-called Southern hospitality, and the people always welcome us, and then they, even though they don't meet at all, they usually say, "Hi, how are you doing?" It's kind of thing is very nice to us, and we feel very much welcomed in this area, so that's a very good thing.
That's great. I'm glad you have a chance to experience Southern hospitality.
Yeah, indeed. Excellent.
Yes. And I hope you have a chance to even experience the Southern cooking too.
I hope so, yes.
And Japan has recently opened its borders for international visitors after 2 years of COVID pandemic restrictions. Please share your thoughts on Japan's managing the opening of its borders and its COVID policy for international visitors.
Okay, yeah. Well, you may understand that we need to impose a very solid measures against the how to say, expansion of infectious diseases. If this, in particular, if these kinds of diseases are unknown to us at all. So the government of Japan has to impose very strict restrictions, border control measures. But at the same time, we fully understood that the importance of the the movement of people and goods as well. So Japanese government put very much importance on the balance between the the measures against infectious diseases, and also the economic activities or the people's movement. And now, I think in October, the government of Japan lifted almost all the restrictions of border controls, and then we do hope that this will enhance or promote the more and more exchange of people and goods and the business activities.
That's great. That's great. According to Georgia Department of Economic Development, there are more than 350 Japanese facilities operating in the state of Georgia, employing over 30,000 Georgians. Do you foresee this trend to continue?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I direct to point out that the statistics by the Department of Economic Development of Georgia only count the manufacturing sectors. So, but I understand that a lot of Japanese companies, apart from manufacturing, are very active in this state, such as service areas or logistics. So, well, based on our study, we have about a bit more than 600 Japanese affiliates active in this state, and they have employed, let's say, 38,000 locals in their factories or companies. So that is our stats. And I think that the Japanese companies sees Southeast U.S. As a very good and promising destination of investment. So I'm pretty sure that this kind of trend will continue for some time. But at the same time, there are some challenges, issues to be solved, such as the shortage of labor, let's say the inflations, the increasing labor cost, or the excessive depreciation of Japanese yen, and so on. So those kind of issues should be tackled by both the state government and Japanese government as well. So we are very much keen to cooperate with the parties concerned to tackle or address these issues.
Speaking of areas of cooperation between Georgia and Japan, what areas do you like to focus on during your tenure as a Consul General here?
Okay, as a Consul General here, I put priorities on two issues. First is, of course, economic areas. As a Consul General, we try to see more and more Japanese companies' investment here. So, in order for that, we try to support the Japanese companies who have the intention to expand or start investing here, and then if necessary we try to discuss the challenges which I mentioned before with the state government, the local government as well.
That's great.
And that's one thing. And the second issue is, of course, the exchange of people or cultural exchange. And as the representative of Japanese government, it is our responsibility and our duties to enhance or deepen the understanding of the people here with regard to the Japanese people, Japanese culture, Japanese food as well. So I'd like to enhance or promote this kind of exchange activities through, cultural activities, or we have a lot of sister city arrangement agreement. Because of the COVID, we couldn't do this kind of activities very much, but the situation is now getting better and better. So we think there is a lot of rooms to explore this kind of activities.
Well, I just learned that you are from Hyogo Prefecture in Kansai region.
Yes.
Share with our audience something unique and famous from the area, Consul General.
Right. Hyogo Prefecture. Yeah, I'm from Kobe of Hyogo Prefecture, and Hyogo Prefecture is how to say? It's very peculiar because they have two coasts to the sea. One is Sea of Japan in the northern part of prefecture, and the southern part are faced with Seto Inland Sea. And this is Hyogo is the only prefecture which have two coasts apart from the very end of the Honshu Island. And also in between there is a very mountainous areas. So I think that Hyogo has a lot of varieties in terms of people, weather, climate, and culture, food as well. And so, if you visit Hyogo prefectures, you can enjoy, let's say, the whole Japan. And in addition to that, I'm originally from Kobe City, and Kobe is very famous for its port. And Kobe is the number 2 port city in Japan, and because of that, there are lots of people from abroad, and so it is always said that the Kobe is very much internationalized, and partly because of that, they can prepare lots of international food,
and one of which is the famous Kobe beef.
Kobe beef, yes, as well, yes, and also the Kobe is very famous for confectionaries. And it's not only the Japanese style, but also Western confectionaries as well.
Interesting.
So, yeah, it is. And,
well, Consul General, our audience like to know something about yourself. Can you share what is your interest in things like you like to do during your spare time?
Well, first I should say that I'm a great fan of sports, in particular soccer, football. So recently I'm watching the TV on TV the World Cup soccer tournament, and it's a pity that the Japanese national team was lost recently. But apart from that, I understand that the Georgia, or in particular Atlanta, is very they have a very popular professional sports as well as a college sports.
Yes.
So my wish is to watch those games in the stadium.
Yes.
And I do wish that the Bulldog of Georgia's University of Georgia football team will make a success in the upcoming Peach Bowl or something.
Yes. Well, thank you for your time, Consul General, and it's a pleasure speaking to you with Georgia Asian Times, and we look forward to your residence here as Consul General, and hope many good things to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.